Chapter 1. Introduction. In this book, written by Emin Hasanov, we delve into the profound concept known as the law of cause and effect. This fundamental principle governs the workings of the universe and plays a pivotal role in shaping our lives, actions, and outcomes. The law of cause and effect posits that every action has a corresponding reaction, and every cause produces an effect. It suggests that nothing in the universe occurs by chance. Rather, there is an intricate web of interconnected events driven by causality. This book aims to explore the various facets of the law of cause and effect, from its influence on individual experiences to its far-reaching impact on society, ethics, and everyday life. Through this journey, we will gain insights into how understanding and applying this principle can lead to a more purposeful and harmonious existence. Chapter 2. The Law of Cause and Effect in Personal Life. Our journey begins by examining the role of the law of cause and effect in our personal lives. At the individual level, this principle underscores the idea that our actions and decisions have consequences that shape our experiences. Actions and consequences. One of the core tenets of the law of cause and effect is the concept that actions have consequences. Every choice we make, whether big or small, sets off a chain of events that ultimately leads to specific outcomes. For example, if we choose to maintain a healthy lifestyle by eating nutritious foods and exercising regularly, we are more likely to enjoy good health and vitality. Conversely, if we neglect our health and indulge in unhealthy habits, we may face health issues down the road. Understanding this cause and effect relationship empowers us to make informed decisions about our lives. It encourages us to take responsibility for our choices and recognize that we have the ability to influence the course of our existence. Intention and purpose. Intention is a powerful driver of cause and effect in our personal lives. When we set clear intentions and align our actions with our goals, we increase the likelihood of achieving what we desire. Consider the example of someone who aspires to advance in their career. By setting a clear intention to excel in their field, they are more likely to take actions that lead to professional growth, such as acquiring new skills, seeking opportunities, and building valuable relationships. In contrast, individuals who lack a sense of purpose or clear intentions may find themselves drifting through life without a clear direction. The law of cause and effect highlights the importance of setting meaningful intentions to guide our actions and create the outcomes we desire. Chapter 3. Interconnectedness of events. As we delve deeper into the law of cause and effect, we encounter the concept of interconnectedness. This principle asserts that events are not isolated occurrences, but rather part of a vast web of interrelated actions and reactions. The butterfly effect. The butterfly effect is a well-known metaphor that illustrates the interconnectedness of events. It suggests that a butterfly flapping its wings in one part of the world can set off a chain of events that ultimately leads to a hurricane in another part of the world. While this metaphor may seem exaggerated, it serves to emphasize the idea that even small actions can have far-reaching consequences. In our lives, seemingly insignificant choices and events can set in motion a series of reactions that profoundly impact our future. Consider how a chance encounter with a person can lead to a life-changing opportunity or friendship. Such serendipitous events remind us of the intricate nature of causality and the unpredictable ways in which events unfold. Chain reactions. The law of cause and effect operates through chain reactions, where one event triggers another, which in turn sets off additional events. This domino effect demonstrates how a single cause can have multiple and often complex effects. In our daily lives, we can observe chain reactions in various contexts. For instance, a positive gesture of kindness toward a stranger can create a ripple effect of goodwill, inspiring others to perform acts of kindness as well. Understanding the interconnectedness of events encourages us to be mindful of our actions and their potential consequences. It reminds us that our choices not only affect our immediate circumstances, but also contribute to the broader tapestry of events in the world. Chapter 4. Time and delayed effects. The law of cause and effect operates across time, and its effects may not always be immediate. In this chapter, we explore the concept of delayed effects and how they manifest in our lives. The seeds of time. Imagine planting a seed in fertile soil. Initially, there may be no visible signs of growth, but beneath the surface, a complex series of processes is taking place. With time, the seed sprouts, grows into a plant, and eventually bears fruit. Similarly, in our lives, the choices and actions we take may not yield immediate results. There can be a delay between our efforts and the outcomes we desire. This delay can test our patience and perseverance. For example, someone who decides to start a business may not experience instant success. They may encounter challenges, setbacks, and a period of slow growth. However, by consistently nurturing their venture and making improvements, they increase the likelihood of long-term success. Understanding the concept of delayed effects reminds us that persistence and resilience are essential qualities on our journey. It encourages us to continue sowing the seeds of positive actions, even when we do not see immediate rewards. Unintended consequences. The law of cause and effect also encompasses unintended consequences. These are the unexpected outcomes that result from our actions, often because we did not anticipate or consider all possible effects. For instance, a well-intentioned policy implemented by a government may have unintended negative consequences for certain segments of the population. These unintended effects highlight the complexity of causality and the need for careful consideration in decision-making. In our personal lives, we may encounter unintended consequences when our actions inadvertently affect others in ways we did not foresee. Recognizing the potential for unintended effects prompts us to approach our choices with mindfulness and a broader perspective. Chapter 5. Patterns and cycles. As we continue our exploration of the law of cause and effect, we encounter the concept of patterns and cycles. This aspect of causality reveals the recurring nature of events and how they form recognizable sequences. Recurring patterns. Patterns are recurring sequences of events that follow a specific order or structure. They can be observed in various aspects of life, from the changing seasons to the patterns of behavior in individuals and societies. Consider the changing seasons as an example of recurring patterns. Each year, the seasons follow a predictable sequence. Spring brings new growth, summer brings warmth, autumn leads to falling leaves, and winter brings cold and dormancy. This cyclical pattern continues year after year. In our lives, we may also observe patterns of behavior and outcomes. For instance, individuals who consistently make healthy choices regarding diet and exercise tend to experience better long-term health outcomes. Recognizing these patterns can empower us to make informed decisions that align with positive trends. Breaking negative cycles. While patterns can be beneficial, they can also become negative cycles that perpetuate undesirable outcomes. For example, someone caught in a cycle of procrastination and missed deadlines may repeatedly experience stress and academic or professional setbacks. Breaking negative cycles often requires a conscious effort to change our actions and disrupt the established pattern. It involves identifying the root causes of the cycle and taking deliberate steps to make different choices. In summary, patterns and cycles are inherent aspects of the law of cause and effect. They remind us of the recurring nature of events and the potential for positive change when we take intentional actions to break negative patterns. Chapter 6. Cause and effect in society. The law of cause and effect is not confined to individual experiences alone. It also has a profound impact on society as a whole. Understanding how cause and effect operate at a societal level can shed light on various social phenomena and help us address pressing issues in our communities. Social change and progress. Societal progress is often the result of collective actions guided by the principles of cause and effect. Positive social change occurs when individuals and groups take deliberate actions to address injustices, improve living conditions, or promote equality. These actions, fueled by the desire for a better future, can lead to significant improvements in society. For instance, the civil rights movement in the United States during the mid-20th century is a testament to the power of cause and effect in driving social change. Activists like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks took courageous steps to challenge racial segregation and discrimination. Their actions, along with the efforts of countless others, led to legislative changes and a more inclusive society. Economic systems and wealth distribution. Economic systems are intricately connected to the law of cause and effect. Capitalism, socialism, and various hybrid models all produce different outcomes based on the principles that underlie them. Understanding these economic systems and their consequences is crucial for shaping a fair and equitable society. In a capitalist system, for example, individuals are incentivized to work hard and innovate because they can reap the rewards of their efforts. However, this system can also lead to wealth inequality if left unchecked. The accumulation of wealth by a few individuals can result in disparities in access to resources and opportunities. In contrast, socialist systems aim to redistribute wealth and provide equal access to resources and services. While they can promote greater equality, they may also face challenges in incentivizing innovation and entrepreneurship. The law of cause and effect is at play in both systems, influencing the distribution of wealth and the overall prosperity of a society. Education and knowledge. Disparities. Education is a powerful tool for personal and societal development, and it is deeply influenced by cause and effect dynamics. Access to quality education can significantly impact an individual's future prospects and opportunities. In many societies, disparities in educational opportunities are a result of historical and systemic factors. These disparities often lead to inequalities in income, employment, and social mobility. The law of cause and effect can perpetuate these disparities, as individuals with limited access to education face greater challenges in improving their circumstances. Efforts to address these disparities often involve a recognition of the causal relationships at play. Governments, organizations, and communities may implement policies and initiatives aimed at providing equal educational opportunities to all individuals, regardless of their background or socioeconomic status. Environmental conservation and sustainability. The law of cause and effect also has profound implications for our planet and the environment. Human actions, such as deforestation, industrial pollution, and carbon emissions, have direct consequences on the environment and climate. Understanding the causal relationships between these actions and their effects on the planet is essential for addressing environmental challenges. The concept of cause and effect underscores the importance of responsible and sustainable practices to mitigate the adverse impacts of human activities on the environment. Efforts to combat climate change, preserve biodiversity, and promote sustainable practices are rooted in recognizing the interconnectedness of actions and their consequences. By acknowledging the causal links between human activities and environmental degradation, individuals, communities, and nations can take steps to reduce their ecological footprint and protect the planet for future generations. Chapter 7. The Role of Mindset and Belief. In our exploration of the law of cause and effect, we must not underestimate the role of mindset and belief in shaping our actions and outcomes. Our thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs have a significant influence on the choices we make and the results we achieve. The power of positive thinking. Positive thinking is a mindset that emphasizes optimism, hope, and a focus on solutions rather than problems. It is rooted in the belief that a positive attitude can lead to positive outcomes. Individuals who adopt a positive mindset often approach challenges with resilience and a can-do attitude. Positive thinking is not about denying the existence of difficulties or setbacks. Rather, it's about choosing to view them as opportunities for growth and learning. This mindset can lead to proactive problem-solving and greater overall life satisfaction. The law of attraction. The law of attraction is a concept that suggests that like attracts like. It proposes that our thoughts and beliefs can attract similar experiences and outcomes into our lives. In other words, if we consistently focus on positive thoughts and desires, we are more likely to manifest those desires. While the law of attraction has gained popularity in recent years, it is essential to approach it with a balanced perspective. While positive thinking can be a powerful motivator and contributor to success, it is not a magic formula for achieving all desires. The law of cause and effect reminds us that actions are a fundamental component of realizing our goals. Self-fulfilling prophecies. A self-fulfilling prophecy occurs when an individual's belief or expectation about a future event influences their behavior in a way that makes the event more likely to occur. This phenomenon highlights the profound impact of belief on our actions and outcomes. For example, if someone believes they will fail at a task, they may approach it with self-doubt and anxiety, which can lead to suboptimal performance and, ultimately, failure. In contrast, someone who believes in their abilities and approaches the same task with confidence is more likely to succeed. Recognizing the role of self-fulfilling prophecies underscores the importance of cultivating beliefs that empower and motivate us. By adopting a growth mindset and believing in our capacity for positive change, we can take actions that align with our aspirations and increase the likelihood of achieving our goals. Chapter 8. The ethical dimension of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect carries a significant ethical dimension that guides our behavior and choices in a moral context. Understanding the ethical implications of our actions and their consequences is crucial for personal integrity and societal harmony. Moral responsibility. Moral responsibility refers to the obligation individuals have to act in ways that align with ethical principles and values. It recognizes that our actions can have a profound impact on others, and we are accountable for the consequences of our choices. The concept of moral responsibility extends to both our actions and our omissions. In other words, we can be morally responsible for the things we do and the things we fail to do. This principle is rooted in the idea that our choices can harm or benefit others, and we must strive to minimize harm and maximize positive outcomes. Utilitarianism and consequentialism. Ethical theories such as utilitarianism and consequentialism emphasize the importance of considering the consequences of our actions when making ethical judgments. These theories propose that the moral rightness of an action is determined by its overall impact on well-being and happiness. Under these ethical frameworks, individuals are encouraged to choose actions that produce the greatest good for the greatest number of people. This requires a thorough examination of the potential outcomes of our actions and a commitment to promoting the well-being of others. Justice and fairness. Justice and fairness are fundamental ethical principles that relate closely to the law of cause and effect. These principles call for equitable treatment and the elimination of discrimination and bias in our actions and decisions. Justice requires that individuals be treated impartially and without discrimination, based on factors such as race, gender, or socioeconomic status. It is about ensuring that the consequences of our actions are distributed fairly and equitably among all members of society. Fairness, on the other hand, emphasizes the need to consider the interests and rights of all affected parties when making decisions. It calls for transparency, accountability, and a commitment to rectify injustices when they occur. Environmental ethics. Environmental ethics is a branch of ethics that considers the moral dimensions of our relationship with the natural world. It recognizes that our actions toward the environment have consequences not only for human well-being, but also for the well-being of ecosystems, species, and future generations. The law of cause and effect is especially relevant in the context of environmental ethics. It reminds us that our actions, such as pollution, deforestation, and resource depletion, have direct and indirect consequences on the environment. These consequences can include habitat destruction, species extinction, and climate change. Ethical approaches to environmental issues call for responsible stewardship of the planet and the consideration of long-term consequences in our decisions. By recognizing the ethical dimension of our environmental actions, we can work toward a more sustainable and harmonious coexistence with the natural world. Chapter 9. Applying the law of cause and effect in everyday life. As we navigate the complexities of the law of cause and effect, it's essential to explore practical ways to apply this fundamental principle in our daily lives. By doing so, we can make more informed choices, improve our relationships, and lead a more purposeful existence. Mindful decision-making. One of the key applications of the law of cause and effect is in decision-making. Mindful decision-making involves considering the potential consequences of our choices before taking action. This practice encourages us to pause, reflect, and weigh the pros and cons of various options. When faced with a decision, whether significant or minor, it can be beneficial to ask ourselves questions such as, what are the potential outcomes of each choice? How will my decision affect myself and others? Are there long-term consequences I need to consider? Does my decision align with my values and goals? By engaging in mindful decision-making, we can avoid impulsive choices and make decisions that are more in line with our desired outcomes. Conflict resolution and communication. The law of cause and effect has a significant influence on our interpersonal relationships. Recognizing that our words and actions can have consequences on others' feelings and well-being is essential for effective communication and conflict resolution. When conflicts arise, it can be helpful to take a step back and consider the chain of events that led to the disagreement. Understanding the underlying causes and effects can provide insight into potential solutions and compromises. Effective communication also involves considering the impact of our words and tone on others. Being mindful of how our communication may be perceived and adjusting our approach accordingly can lead to more constructive and harmonious interactions. Personal growth and development. Applying the law of cause and effect to personal growth and development is an ongoing process. It requires self-awareness, reflection, and a commitment to continuous improvement. Here are some practical steps for personal growth in alignment with this principle. Set clear goals. Define your goals and aspirations. Understand that your actions and choices will play a significant role in achieving them. Take responsibility. Acknowledge your role in the outcomes you experience, both positive and negative. Accepting responsibility empowers you to make positive changes. Learn from mistakes. Mistakes are opportunities for learning and growth. reflect on the causes of your mistakes, and use them as lessons for the future. Practice empathy. Consider the perspectives and feelings of others. Recognize that your actions can impact them, and strive to foster empathy in your interactions. Cultivate resilience. Life is filled with challenges and setbacks. Developing resilience helps you bounce back from adversity and continue progressing toward your goals. Living in harmony with cause and effect. In this comprehensive exploration of the law of cause and effect, we have delved into its profound implications for our lives, relationships, society, and ethics. It serves as a fundamental guiding principle that reminds us of the interconnectedness of our actions and their consequences. Living in harmony with the law of cause and effect involves embracing the responsibility that comes with our choices. It invites us to be mindful of the impact we have on ourselves and others, to make decisions that align with our values, and to strive for positive outcomes in every aspect of our lives. As we navigate the complex web of cause and effect, let us remember that we possess the power to shape our destiny through conscious choices and deliberate actions. By understanding this timeless law and applying it with wisdom and compassion, we can create a more purposeful, harmonious, and fulfilling existence for ourselves and the world we inhabit. Conclusion: living in harmony with cause and effect. In this comprehensive exploration of the law of cause and effect, we have delved into its profound implications for our lives, relationships, society, and ethics. It serves as a fundamental guiding principle that reminds us of the interconnectedness of our actions and their consequences. Living in harmony with the law of cause and effect involves embracing the responsibility that comes with our choices. It invites us to be mindful of the impact we have on ourselves and others, to make decisions that align with our values, and to strive for positive outcomes in every aspect of our lives. As we navigate the complex web of cause and effect, let us remember that we possess the power to shape our destiny through conscious choices and deliberate actions. By understanding this timeless law and applying it with wisdom and compassion, we can create a more purposeful, harmonious, and fulfilling existence for ourselves and the world we inhabit.